Hey all, wanted to give you a quick little insight on something I've been working on. A tool just for myself right now, but if other people find interest in it, maybe I'll turn it into like a real app and put it in the App Store. Um, it's a Mac app, and it is focused on helping me produce mailing list content. Right? So when I produce mailing list content, I basically have to do a bunch of writing. Um, an organization of thoughts and communication of thoughts and sharing of images. And so the way I generally do that on the web, when I'm making static websites or anything like that, is utilizing a lot of Markdown. For example, if we were to go to Safari and pull up Pawala.com, which is one of my products that I work on. So this is all static HTML using a static site generator. But if you go to things like the changelog, each of these changelog entries is actually a separate markdown file. Um, so if I wanted to, and this content actually comes from in my Git repositories. I have a changelog like MD file that's a markdown file that contains the changelog and the source code. So when I prep a release, I extract markdown from that file, copy it, and formalize it in a changelog entry here on the site. So there's a lot of markdown content involved. There is here, even on the support page, a lot of this is markdown, etc. So I use a lot of markdown in most of the content production that I do, and I try to use as much as I can. I was frustrated with the MailChimp WYSIWYG email editor, and I didn't want to produce HTML emails by hand. So I created a tool called MailMark for right now. And you launch it, and it has no UI, it just has a menu bar right now. But you open it, you go to File, Open, and then you can open a Markdown file. And it opens a window with a previewer and renders that Markdown file. You'll note that it renders it using a theme. So right now it's using the Pawala.com theme. But this is actually a copy of one of Brian Castle's emails that he sends out on his mailing list. And so I created a theme based on that. And this is what it would look like if you got this email in your inbox. I also have another example from one we just created for Pra, or Pawala, which is Pra is now reborn as Pawala. And this does the same thing, loads it, renders it in the preview, and it's themed as Pawala.com, which is why it looks like this. But we could switch it to Brian Kessel's theme, and it would look like this. Or we could switch it to Derek Reimer's theme, and it would look like that. Or my personal theme, and it would look like this. And what happens is, you then, once you dial it in, you can make changes to it over here. So like, add some stuff. And when you save those changes, it actually re-renders the markdown over here into email HTML markup. So you can edit it and write your content, and as you're making changes to your content, you'll see the updates and how it'll actually look in the email. Once you're finally done, you click this export to clipboard, and that puts in your copy and paste clipboard the entire HTML email markup. And this is basically what you would then in MailChimp or in Constant Contact or Tiny Letter or whatever, you would paste this HTML in as your email content that you're going to send out in your mailing list. And that's it. If anybody else finds this valuable, let me know, and maybe I'll turn it into more of a thing and actually share it with people.